Hey guys, it's October, this is my wrap up, and I'm gonna unbox a book right now, or books, I think. I'm not sure. Oh, okay. Okay. That was aggressive. Ooh, nicely packaged, very nice. I mean, that's what I want to see. The first one is this. Oh my goodness. The Greatest Cases of Sherlock Holmes by Arthur Conan Doyle. This is a Penguin Classics edition, and I think it is a limited edition of the books. I think there's 10 different classics that are in this like faux leather with this foil on it, and it is so beautiful. It is so beautiful. There's a Pride and Prejudice one, which it's like, I haven't even read Pride and Prejudice, but I want it, and I'm like, no. This one was $13.95 on Booktopia, which I just had to get it because it was so cheap. So, yeah, this is the first one. The next one is this. This is, who is it? It has like a purple. Is it purple? I can't see it properly. It looks purple in the viewfinder. I can't really tell. It looks black, but also I think it might be purple. This is Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde by Robert Louis Stevenson. I have this, but I have like a Dover thrift edition, which was like $2, so this is really, really nice. I love the gold foil, and I'm very excited about it. And it's time for the one and only, the book that like I saw in the bookstore and that just is the reason for all of this. Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness. This is Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. This version is my favorite. Like, this is what I've been waiting for. I've always wanted a version of this book that's like stunning and amazing, and I like the editions that I have, but this, I love this. These are my curtains that I got from IKEA the other day. We also got like a piece of furniture that took 3 hours to build, but that's another story. But yeah, so I got these curtains, and these windows on the sides are sort of, they come like out a little bit, so they're not straight in line with the middle windows, and so what I decided to do is not put curtains there, but put stained glass window there, but it's not stained glass window, it's stickers. It's sort of like contact paper that I found on eBay. And so yeah, I'm gonna put it on the window and hopefully it will look cool. It's coming near the end of the month, so you will see what it looks like. So this is the before, and soon there will be an after. So yeah, I'm just like showing you my curtains for like a solid 30 seconds. Okay. I bought a book today that I'm very, very excited about, and you will have seen it in the book haul, and it's probably going to be in the thumbnail because it's very exciting. I saw it today, and I think it came out today, because I haven't seen it before, and I saw it, and I was just like, it was another one of those, oh crap, I have to buy this moments, because the book was this. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets by J.K. Rowling, the illustrated edition by Jim Kay. It's so beautiful. I'm gonna like show more of it in the book haul, but here is the inside cover. I haven't been reading so far this month. I don't think I've picked up anything yet. I just don't want to read. And like, even though I'm being excited about books, like I am buying books again, it seems, and there are so many books that I want to read and I'm excited about, when it comes to like actually picking it up, I'm just like, I just don't want to. Like all the books that I'm reading are great books, and I just don't want to touch them. I'm just like, I don't feel like it. I don't know. So that's happening at the moment. It's gonna change. I'm not gonna go the whole month without reading, but as of right now, I really don't want to read. So hopefully it'll fix itself. No, I'm gonna fix it, because I can't just leave it. And also, tomorrow I'm getting my roots done, so goodbye to these roots. It's probably the last time you're gonna see them until they grow back again. I just finished filming a book haul, which is great because I get to put the books away now, which I've been waiting to do for a while. And yeah, I'm gonna take some pictures today and edit some stuff because I haven't put up a video in a while, and then later I'm going to read, which has not happened this month, but it's time. It's time to read something. It's the 12th of October, and it's just time for me to like pick up a book and like for at least 30 minutes today like attempt to read, because I just need to read. I just need to read something. So it's 2:29 a.m. and I was just reading The Rest of Us Just Live Here by Patrick Ness. I'm on page 200 and I'm gonna keep reading. But speaking of Patrick Ness, I was just on Tumblr, as you are when you're about to go to sleep, and I saw that there was going to be a KSYK movie. What? I was like, what? What? And like, when a movie for like a booked movie thing gets announced and you're like, oh yeah, sure, that'll happen. But I went to the IMDb page, there's a director, there's screenwriters, there's producers, there's a actress who's been cast already, Daisy Ridley, who's in The Force Awakens, the main person from that. I'm like, this is gonna happen, there's gonna be a Chaos Walking movie. So I feel a bit random about this, but window update, I got this thing today. It's like, what is this? String? I don't know, it's a curtain of this. You can see it. But yeah, this is something that I'm gonna put maybe in front of the stained glass sticker things, or I don't know. I just really liked it and I saw it when I was buying the stained glass stickers, so I was like, I'll get it. I finished The Rest of Us Just Live Here by Patrick Ness. I have finished something this month. That is great. I'm gonna keep reading and keep finishing books, hopefully. But yeah, let's talk about this book. So this, if you don't know, is a contemporary slash sort of romance slash sort of sci-fi. It's about, it's sort of making fun of the chosen one trope. So at the start of each chapter, there is, if I can find a start of a chapter, there is like this section, which is about the special snowflake slash chosen one slash savior of all mankind characters. So it's sort of giving you like a quick synopsis of what's happening to those characters in the story, who are called indie characters in this book. But then the rest of the chapter is about the normal people who are like living amongst this. So in the background of their normal lives are all these crazy people who are like falling in love with vampires and saving the world and stuff. So there's lots of explosions, but in the background, and we're focusing on this group of friends and they're graduating from high school. The premise is really interesting. I like the making fun of the trope of the chosen one thing. It's very diverse, well written, and I really, really liked the way the mental illness was dealt with. There was a scene with a therapist which was like so good. So good. I was like, that was great. I really liked it, and I just really liked how it was portrayed, and I think it was done well. But other than that, I didn't really like this book. It was sort of not that interesting, other than it was one of those books where it was like a nice idea, like an interesting idea, but I'm not sure about like how it could have actually like become a book. I mean, it became a book, but I don't know, like one of those ideas where you sort of like, that's cool, and then you start writing it, but you're like, no, there's not that much. There's not enough here. Maybe if the characters were more compelling or more interesting, or if we got into them more, it would have been better, but I think just the idea of having these characters and constantly comparing them to characters that are super interesting, or not interesting, but super, like, the chosen one characters, like constantly bringing to my attention that the characters that I'm focusing on are ordinary, sort of makes me like focus on that. And even though they are interesting and diverse, and even though they have their own issues and their own things happening, I don't know, I never really connected with it, maybe because of the whole premise thing. So I liked it, but I didn't love it. It's sort of a book that I feel like I'm gonna forget about the characters really quickly. But yeah, I still really love Patrick Ness. I just would prefer if he wrote like sci-fi slash chaos walking books. But I did like this, and yeah, that's my review of this. I'm giving it 3 out of 5. Now I'm gonna read some more. Well, not right now, but soon. I went very unexpectedly to a book fair today, and it's actually a book fair that I've wanted to go to for like 2 years but kept missing, but today was the day. I was on my way to the hardware store, which is why I'm wearing flannel, and I saw the sign for it and I was like, I'm going. So I went, they were playing jazz music, I was like, this is the spot. And I got 2 books, they were both $3. These are the 2 books. This one is Rush O with an exclamation mark, which I'm too tired to exclaim right now, by Shirley Barrett. I got this because I've been seeing it around. It's an Australian author and it's set in New South Wales in 1908 and it's about a whaling family, I think. I like the color as well, I really like the blue. And also there's a blurb at the top by Marcus Zuzak which says, "Beautiful and brutal, witty and kind, Rush O is a story of great surprises and a beating heart, a book to never forget." So I was like, that sounds great, I'm gonna get this. And Marcus Zuzak likes it. So I was like on my way out of the book fair with this book and I was like, hey, I've not read The Book Thief yet. I've never read a book by Marcus Zuzak and I just got a book because he wrote that blurb and because he was like, read this. So yeah, I need to read The Book Thief, but here we have another book, which, I don't know, hopefully I will like The Book Thief and then I'll be like, good thing I got that book you recommended me before I knew if I liked you as an author. I probably will though, because everyone likes The Book Thief. The second book I got is Love by Toni Morrison. This was, I just got it because it was Toni Morrison, and I was like, hey, Toni Morrison. It says Breathtaking by the Daily Mail. I don't know that the Daily Mail, I don't know, makes me want to read the book, but it seems good. I think it's about women who are obsessed by a person named Bill Cozy, and he shapes their yearnings for a father, husband, lover, guardian, and friend. And yes, it's about love, as the title suggests, and the different facets of love, shifting from desire and lust and ultimately coming full circle to that indelible, overwhelming first love that marks us forever. So I have a Morrison book and I'm excited to read it, so that's what I bought today. I don't know why, but I'm really tired and out of breath. I did DIY stuff before I filmed this, so maybe that's why, but it's not like it was hard. Anyway, I'm gonna read now. I started to read The Raven King, so I'm gonna get back to that. And yeah, maybe I'm gonna take a nap first though. I think I'm gonna do NaNoWriMo next month, but I'm gonna do it differently. And I know I've said I'm gonna do NaNoWriMo and then I haven't done it, but I think this is the time that I do it. This is my knee, by the way. It's the same shade as my top. I don't know why I'm talking about my knee. Anyway, I think I'm gonna do it, but the thing that I'm gonna do differently, I think, is upload what I write onto the internet, which is scary, but I'm not scared of it. Every week I'll write something, it might be the same story and continue it each week, and then just upload the parts that I've finished. But write something for that week, edit it, which is really important, because I think I need to edit. I think it's really important for me to edit things. I don't know if I can write stuff continually for a month and not edit it and not look back at it. I feel like that's really important for me, and I like making things come together and make sense, and finishing them to a degree. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to write stuff for the week, edit it, upload it onto Wattpad or something, and do that every week. And you will be able to see it, which will be a motivation to edit it and write it properly. And hopefully I will improve as the month goes on, and also get your feedback possibly. So I finished The Raven King by Maggie Stiefvater, the final book in the Raven cycle, and I was finishing the last pages, closing the book, and just sitting here being really confused about how I feel, because I don't know. I liked it, but I'm disappointed, but I got what I expected, but I'm underwhelmed. I'm just I'm just like, I don't know. I'm like so confused. I liked the characters. I love the characters. They're amazing. The development was so good, and it continued in this book as it did in all the books. And I really, really loved seeing more moments of the characters just growing, and just, it was great. I love the characters. I also feel like she was consistent with the rest of the books in terms of the style. And you know, like some series, the Lost Book is like a strange other thing that's so disconnected and so different. I think this stayed true to the sort of style of the books, the sort of atmospheric, um, everything is in the details, intricate, like character driven story. Like this stayed true to that. I think I've always been impressed with the other books with how intricate everything is, and with how atmospheric, and how, like, how she deals with moments in the story. Um, and I think with this book, I wasn't. And when I was reading the ending, I felt disconnected from it, and I just wasn't really impressed. It was sort of a simple way of ending things, an expected way, and I don't know. I didn't. It wasn't intricate enough. It didn't have enough in it beneath the surface. But at the same time, it was like all these things building up towards this, and it needed to feel more because there was so much behind it. But at the same time, it didn't feel like that. It felt like just events happening. I think I'm giving this 4 to 5 because I liked it. It was well written. I love the characters, and to a certain extent, it gave me what I wanted, but I'm underwhelmed with the ending especially. I've been reading book synopsises for like the last 40 minutes, and I still am not 100% sure what I want to read, but like these top 4 and also The Martian are kind of like the ones that I'm thinking about reading right now. Maybe not The Luminaries, it's like 1,000 pages, that's a lot. And then also, on Barbox, I have these 3 books, When Birth Becomes Heir, Sabriel, and These Broken Stars. And I don't know if I'm going to read any of them. I am eventually going to read or finish reading this because I have 84 pages left. And then I was looking at physical books. These are my physical possible books to read. And I kind of don't want to read Aristotle and Dante right now. Chris is also like, it feels very chunky and it's a reread. And so I think I might be reading The Curious Incident because it is interesting, and I don't know, it's not that long. If you like saw a book that you think I should read immediately, then let me know in the comments below. But I think I'm gonna start with The Curious Incident. You know, just sitting next to my rainbow. I'm so happy with the way that the curtain slash window situation turned out, and I hope you were on board with like the updates. It is the end of the month, it's November the 1st today, and I have been reading for the last few days The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime by Mark Hedden. By the way, did I say how much I love this cover? Because it's beautiful. I love the typography. I love basically all vintage classic, vintage children classic books because they're beautiful. And yeah, I've really been liking this. I think I'm going to do a book review, which I haven't done in a while, because this is just so interesting. I'm liking it, and I'm liking reading it. I'm on page 180 so far. I'm having a strange experience with the characters. Like, I sort of wasn't expecting it to be like this, and it's so interesting. I don't know. It just, the characters are not what I expected, and the story is moving in a direction that I wasn't expecting, and it's just, it's good. It's really, really good, and I'm excited to talk about it. I hope you enjoyed October, and I hope you enjoy my rainbow, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye.